I'm trying to get the juices going.
Today seems like a great day to talk about being a product development engineer.
A product development engineer is a person who takes an idea from the very beginning, like a sketch, and sees it all the way through to a final end product.
Even up to installing it. Can you imagine like developing something like a microchip or a stairway, and then you help design it with your team, and then you actually get to see it work?
Yeah, that's really cool. And now we're gonna head over to hear from an alumni of Bethel College who is now working as a product development engineer.
My name is Nick Soule. I went to Bethel University and then finished off at Trine University, and I studied mechanical engineering and math and physics. Right now I'm a product development engineer in Goshen. I work for a company called StairSupply. We also go by ViewRail. We make luxury stair products and rail products.
How did you first become interested in your industry?
I had the opportunity to go to a career center and learn more about engineering, and robotics was the focus of that class. And when I went to that class, my dad told me going in, like, you know, it's not all about fun and games. Like, I know that was the coolest part of the tour of the Career Center, but it's not all gonna be like that. And I was like, I don't know, it's really interesting to me. And I think that's what really made me realize that this is the industry I want to go into.
Why did you choose Bethel?
I chose Bethel because it seemed like the perfect environment for me to grow both personally and professionally in. It was a small enough environment that there wasn't that many distractions to really help me work through some of those more challenging classes in the beginning and really teach me how to study. We had a really caring academic advisor that really pushed us through even when we didn't see much hope in getting through stuff. She took the time to push us through, and then on top of that, we formed some really tight-knit friend groups to stay up late and get these assignments done.
Describe your career pathway.
I started out in Bethel's 3-2 program where you study math and physics at Bethel for 3 years, and then you go to either Notre Dame or Trine University for another 2 years and get a whole other bachelor's degree in an engineering field. I started my internships with zero connections. I started off by applying to probably 100 or so different places just to get 2 calls back. That's how I got my first internship, and I did that for 2 years, and then I went on to Consumers Energy. My first job post-college came to me as a recommendation from a friend. They mentioned that they had an R&D spot available in research and development, and that they could help me set up an interview if I'd like, and I was like, that sounds great. So my current job is still there. I started out writing code, basically programming 3D CAD software, and then I morphed into my actual job, R&D, which is where I've spent most of my time traveling all around the country and developing products.
What does a typical day look like?
That's up in the air. A typical day right now will look like waking up anywhere between 2 and 7 in the morning, making it to the airport, arriving on a job site to meet with a customer, and I'm there to verify measurements of their space to ensure that our product will be installed properly.
What advice would you give students when thinking about their future careers?
Once you start learning, even as early as after your freshman year, start looking for an internship. If that's your end goal, is to work in the industry, start sending out emails, calling people, sending out job apps, anyone that will even look at you. That's how I got started, and sometimes that's what it takes.
What do you know now that you wish you knew when you were in school?
Don't go through school to get the degree as your rite of passage. Go through school and get that degree to aid you in what you can do, to build your tool set and to expand your possibilities of what you can do.